Thomas Carty, another victory, another big W here in Castlebar, and obviously a great one as well for Dillian Whyte.
Yeah, absolutely. Great spot. First time in Castlebar. I think it was here when I was younger at the Groundhog, but my first time as an adult or as a boxer in Castlebar. Great town, great night, great atmosphere. Everything went well.
So obviously, you know, this was a big event. Dillian added to the magnitude of it, but of course, you know, you were probably hoping to get a couple of rounds in. And how do you kind of rate the performance from yourself?
Great performance. You know, beforehand, I've been looking at Pavel Sor's record. You know, he's brought a lot of guys the distance. He's fought Hergovich, Franklin. He's fought Huey Fury. He fought all the guys, you know, on the verge or on the cusp of the top 10 at the moment. So. Fantastic performance. Got me out there in 2 rounds. Probably could have got me out there in the first, but I wanted to settle down. I didn't want to smother my work, and I didn't.
In the first, I noticed that anytime you would hit him, he would be rocked, and you would maybe not run forward for it.
I was trying to have a look at him and see what he was doing, but anytime I let him do something, he didn't do anything. Anytime I gave him a breather, he didn't really do much. So I was trying to see what he was about, but me and Buddy McGirt, we talked about that body shot this week, and we put it into action then. Shout out to Will Whyte, great MC.
In the gaff.
So what's next now? Is it like, obviously you didn't really take any damage at all tonight. You've only got the couple of rounds in. Do you want to be out as soon as possible on one of Eddie's shows or something?
I want to fight. I want to be active this year, 5 times this year. I don't care whose show it's on. You know what I mean? I'm really not bothered whose show it's on. The last 2 Katie shows in match have been amazing. Maybe we can talk and sort something for the next one. But I'm looking forward to being active and busy going forward. So
like, when do you think you'll be back? Like, obviously you're going to want to take a little bit of a break tonight.
I could fight again tomorrow.
But you're probably going to go out tonight and celebrate.
No, actually, we haven't done many interviews, but I'm actually not a big drinker.
Right.
Yeah, it's not my gig. I'm going on holidays tomorrow. I'm going to Cancun for a couple of days. I need some sun and have a couple of small little niggles, and then I get straight back into it as soon as I'm home. You
were back there with Dillian. What exactly happened towards the end there? Because it seems like Hamer kind of he quit on the stool, but it seems like there was a bit of beef afterwards.
Dillian was putting on the pressure. It hadn't really landed anything significant, but it was inevitable. It was going to happen. So rather than get panned out in the ring, Hammer retired on the stool, and a lot of people were booing and stuff like that. You know, it takes a lot of balls to get into the ring and to do 3 rounds. Whatever he did, 3 rounds with Dillian Whyte. People should respect the guy. You know what I mean? But people are playing with brain cells, like they're trading their brain cells for entertainment in the ring. People need to remember and respect that. You know, so credit to Christian Hammer. Dillian wasn't too happy he retired early, but like I said, if a fighter doesn't want to be in the ring, you know what I mean? You know, 3 minutes can seem like 25 minutes. So power to him. It is what it is. And
to be fair, like you saw that just last week in that fight with your guy AJ. Obviously, you know, like you've talked about this before, where like you were expecting something like that to happen, and obviously that could be very, very dangerous. What happened last week?
Very dangerous. Yeah, absolutely. Really, really dangerous. Like Francis Ngannou, you know, I hope he's okay after last week, because that's a career-ending knockout. You know what I mean? That's a life-changing knockout. You know what I mean? It could end up really bad, and you know, CTE is a real thing. You know, people taking damage in the ring, it's not nice. So it is what it is about Christian Hammer. You know, fair play to him getting in the ring. We would like to see something a bit more exciting, you know, with taking the event into consideration, but power to him and respect.
To be fair, it was still a great event with Willette's fight, obviously yourself and everything. It was still an exciting event, and people got to see Dillian Whyte in Castlebar, which is not something they were expecting 2 weeks ago.
No, absolutely. You know, stranger things have happened, but yeah, it was an amazing event. Everything ran really well. Credit to Platform Sport and Magic and that. They ran a great event. Fair play to them.
I remember talking to you before about obviously you've been in the ring with all of these great guys in sparring, and you saying exactly what would happen in AJ and Ngannou would happen when the Fury fight happened. You basically said like he's going to get embarrassed. It's not going to be particularly competitive. Obviously, he gave Fury a good old run, but geez, AJ got him out of there.
Yeah, Fury came out recently and said that he didn't sleep he told me personally he didn't sleep for 3 days. Before he was busy with all the media stuff that was going on, this, that, and the other. You remember the Fury versus Ngannou fight week was like the biggest fight week of all time.
Yeah, all the celebrities and everything.
I've done, you know, on a minuscule magnitude in comparison, I've done like big media weeks, and it does take it out of you. The adrenaline rush can be you know, major, and it's hard to sleep after something like that. So I do believe Fury that sleep wasn't great before the Ngannou fight, and you know yourself, you miss a couple of hours sleep, you're fit for the next day. So you know, AJ dealt with him fairly convincingly, obviously, but I will always say that to beat somebody undefeated is worth a lot more than to beat someone that's already been beaten. They're an unknown entity. Like when Dillian beat Franklin, AJ then went on to beat Franklin. I think it was harder for Dillian to beat Franklin.
Yeah,
having never been defeated.
AJ made it look harder.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Absolutely.
So what's next for Dillian, do you think? Like, speaking to him back there, I mean, it seems like there's going to be big opportunities. I'm sure there are going to be promoters talking to him and everything. What do you reckon is next for him?
Saudi. Big fight in Saudi. You know what I mean?
Joe Joyce called him out yesterday?
Joe Joyce called him out, yeah. I don't know about the Joe Joyce fight. I think, you know, Dillian's beaten some real top competitors. I don't know whether the Joe Joyce fight might happen because, you know, Joe Joyce come off two losses to Zhang.
Yeah.
Dillian beat Parker, who beat Zhang recently. So I know you can't match up fight to do fight matches quite like that. But yeah, I don't think Joyce versus Dillian at all.
What fight do you like? If you were the matchmaker, if you were over in Saudi talking to His Excellency, what fight would you give Dillian?
If he stops, he's doing into
AJ, Fury again, Fury rematch. I need the top guys in the top 3 or 4.
Did you know, like, after obviously he'd been out for a while, he'd been out for I think 16 months, you'd obviously been behind the scenes in the gym with him, did you know that he was going to basically come back and be as he was in that Jermaine Franklin fight?
Absolutely. He's a new set now, he looks amazing. He looks fantastic. He was going to settle into that fight really well. He was beginning to settle. So yeah, I knew. Finally,
if you had the book, what is there anyone in particular you would like? Obviously, I'd imagine you want to be stepping up the levels constantly. Is there anyone in particular in the division you'd like to get in the ring with next?
Whoever Magic says. I want to fight for the Irish title, defend my Celtic title, so whoever Magic says. I have massive trust in my management team. Look what they've done with me so far. You know what I mean? As Dillian says, nobody wanted to do anything with me before I met him, so look where they've got me now. So, yeah, whatever they say.
Thomas, thank you very much for your time, mate.
Cheers, bud.
Great to speak to you, man.